for lack of a better word, noise, man.
So essentially, guys, so what we're going to do today is that I'm going to show Omar the best way in order to build out a sales function. So as I'm someone, that I have great expertise in sales, I'm going to show him the tools that we use, the automation tools, CRM tools that we use in order to build out a sales function. Because as we understand that sales is the heartbeat of any organization, you see.
Oh, that's amazing. So Saturday morning, I'm here with Rico, one of my closest friends, who's one of the lead salespeople at a cybersecurity company, disrupting the space that they're currently operating in. And for the most part, today's meet is so I can have this gentleman show me exactly what the hell he's doing over there to break the records. I mean, I think they're kind of firing over emails every other week about a different record that you've broken since you've been there, no?
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, for the most part, why that matters to me is as the BDM of a HVAC and refrigeration company, I've obviously been at the company that I've been at, coming up to nearly 2 years, and it's taken me a while to understand exactly what the hell is going on. But now I've understood where things go, I'm now able to make decisions and change things around because I understand where things were in the first place. And I think that's important when you are making decisions to change things. If you don't know where things were, you don't know how to kind of pivot and change things to where they need to go. And what I've been working on this week is reconstructing the business model, because as it stands, the business has been around for about 20 years. It's profitable, it's turning over money, but is it running at its most optimal state? Definitely not. And that's what I'm meeting Rico for today, because part of me reconstructing that business model has been about figuring out, okay, this is our service, this is what we sell, but how do we package that into an offer for the end consumer? And we don't. And as it goes, that is the majority, if not the entirety of the industry. Plumbers, electricians, HVAC and refrigeration engineers run in a very archaic way. They operate in a very archaic way where this is our service, this is how much it costs, do you want it, yes or no? There is no offer, there's no form of subscription, there's nothing like that. And that's what I've been working on this week. Reconstructing the business model, creating an offer, upskilling the sales staff with the script that they need to kind of push that offer out, writing up contracts, while still synonymously going on the road to kind of upskill myself as a trainee engineer to get my qualifications as a refrigeration engineer. So it's been hectic, it's been busy. But today's about Rico showing me how he streamlines his outbound process. When you're in a B2B business, meaning you're a business that sells to another business, it's very different to a business that's in a DTC business, direct to consumer, where you can run Facebook ads, Meta ads, and kind of just get to your target audience. Whereas with this, you physically need to try to contact and reach the people that make the decisions to kind of onboard to the services that you have to offer, which is what the outbound process that I'm trying to build now for the offer that I've created is about, which is why this lovely gentleman is going to show me exactly what's going on and how he's doing what he's doing, man. Ain't ya?
It's that Philly bump this shit. Yeah. I'm on the east side rolling with my west side niggas. West side. We just tryna do it big like that best die nigga. Best die. And the fed looking pretty, they don't catch my nigga. I pray they don't catch my nigga. Might pull up on the corner like catch my nigga. And burn this bitch down like let's die.
I watched the whole meeting back. I feel like when he mentioned he has these drivers, you didn't mention this, that, and the third.
So kind of just show him where he's kind of going wrong when he's closing.
100%.
Okay, because right now my main plight here is we've got the offer, we've got the contract, we've got the sales script when we're basically pushing that through our PPC campaigns, but then how do we push that through outbound? Automation, like email marketing campaigns, stuff like that, right? But you're saying do email outbound, but don't hit volume, hit quality, targeted personalities that you can really tailor the message to, and then try to close on them that way through your email outbound. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying don't play the volume game here.
Me personally, I don't do the volume game. Like my colleagues do the volume game. Like they might send 200 automated emails a day.
Wow.
But
So that's like 1,000 emails a week.
yeah, but I have the highest reply rate amongst my team by emails by far.
And if they're doing 200 a day, what are you doing a day?
So I might do 30 a day.
Wow. So you're doing like 20%, if that, less than that, more than
20%.
just over.
20% less than that. But the difference is that of those 30 emails that I send, 7 of them I will actually get a response to.
So they're sending 200. Sorry, I got my math wrong here. So they're sending 200. You're sending 30. So that's like 15%.
Yeah.
And then you're saying out of 30, you've got how many people are responding back to you?
7.
Wow. So you've got like a 33%
Yeah.
response rate.
Yeah.
And then out of that response rate, how many are actually materializing into something that somebody is able to kind of go further with?
4.
Wow.
4.
Wow. That's amazing numbers, man.
Yeah. 4.
Because typically, like, I mean, close rates are like, what, 5 to 10%?
Yeah.
Wow.
So out of that 4 are responding, and like you saw how many emails are open. Like I'll get, let's say I send 30 emails, I might get 15 of them that are actually viewed.
Yeah.
Like I said, and then 7 of them that are actually replied to,
Respond,
and then 4 of them that are
willing to get on a call.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to who closes.
Yeah. But when it comes to closing, there's so many things that go into it or can change. You know.
So you're not even going on a batch by batch basis. You're going more so like not even 4 for 4 for 4. You're more going, okay, it's been 40 this month, meaning 4 times 10. I've sent out 30. I've got 4 opportunities from the 30, and then that's happened 10 times this month. So then I've sent 40 opportunities to the AE total this month, for example, for argument's sake. And are you then going more so, okay, out of those 40, this is what's been able to close?
Yeah.
Is that how you kind of monitor your...
But obviously, what closes is not on me. So
it's on them.
Yeah, it's on them, and there's so many things that can go into it. For example, like that person can want to do it, but then they go to like the head of procurement, and the head of procurement isn't a fan. So that it doesn't close because of that. But it's like they wanted it, they're ready, like they see the need, but they've got to someone else, like the head of procurement, and the head of procurement is just like, don't know right now. Budget in,
budget's tight.
Let's
got you.
Wait for the next cycle. So there's so many things that go into it as well.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So look, I don't know anything about outbound automation. This is something that I'm learning right now. I've got no clue how it works entirely. I'm not some AI automationist that is an expert in this field. I am literally going on the internet, going into ChatGPT, because I've got a subscription with them, speaking to my AI agent being Spruce, and then figuring out, okay, I've got so-and-so for my enrichment, meaning the list that I'm obviously going to create, or the tool that I'm going to use to create the list that I want to basically email. And then I'm going to use something to validate those emails. And then once I do that, I'm going to use something to actually send those emails out en masse without getting my domain blocked. And then once I do that, I'm going to use what Rico uses to basically understand how those conversations are going and how to basically get better at that. And the point I'm making here is that if I can do this, anybody can do this, because it's very basic. I just think the insight and know-how into doing stuff like this isn't made easily accessible until you kind of understand what things mean individually. And I understand that there's a lot of jargon a lot of times when these gurus or sort of AI agencies are trying to basically upsell you to make you think that they're the only people that understand what it is that they're doing, which isn't true. So that's just kind of an illustration of how this really does work for the most part, you know? It's actually crazy.
Just keep changing.
Yeah, it's nuts. And this is where technology is now, man. It's crazy. You know, as somebody that grew up in an environment where I wasn't very privy to technology, I've actually only become more privy to technology in the last 3-4 years. You know, growing up as a kid, I wasn't somebody that was very tech savvy. I wasn't really interested in technology per se. But to kind of start getting into the groove of becoming somebody that is more technological, because we're in a technological age, right? You need to, when in Rome, adapt to the times, and to understand that this is what people are doing on a day-to-day basis. It makes sense why there's people out there that are achieving crazy results, because they just understand the right type of systems to apply to whatever it is that they're doing, whatever business they're in, whatever niche. And it's just something that I'm still trying to wrap my head around, you know? Very insightful day. And I think if there was any takeaway from all of this, is that regardless of how difficult it might seem on the surface, when you actually take the time to sit down and understand it, if you're not technically predisposed, it's definitely possible to kind of understand, learn, and kind of go on to do yourself. Because as somebody that wasn't technical myself, somebody that didn't really understand how these things operated, somebody that just came into, you know, in essence, the corporate world, and I'm not even really in the corporate world per se like yourself, more so just corporate tools and corporate ways of kind of doing things, I'm very new to it. So for somebody that is this new to it, if I can kind of achieve the understanding and the application of it, anybody can. And that really is the message to kind of sum it up for today, man, for sure, definitely. It's 6:30 a.m. and I am absolutely shattered. About to go meet the senior engineer that I shadow whilst I'm learning. And it's been a crazy week, man. I think this week has definitely maxed out the capacity of versatility that I currently possess, being somebody that's in the office and then being somebody that's also on the roads with engineers, learning the skill set, learning the trade. And I think I've gone from being in the office reconstructing business models, really breaking the business down and putting it back together, to now going on the roads with the engineers. It's a versatility at its height.
Fearless. America got a thing for this gangsta shit. They love me. Black Chuckers, Black Scully, leather Pele Pele. I take spit over rainbow shit. I'm a vandal, got that silver duct tape on my tray handle. The women in my life bring confusion and shit. So like Nino, we knew Jack, I'll cancel that bitch.
You typically drive past, walk past, brush past so many different people that will typically have a trade, and 9 times out of 10 you probably don't even acknowledge them, so to speak. But man, oh man, I'll tell you, when you think about somebody probably having to be at their house by 7 a.m, 6 a.m, just to make access times, and then finish at 5, 6, and then might be an hour and a half away from where they live, and then do that on a 5-day basis with a weekend on-call rota every 3 weeks, so to speak. They might be on it once a month. Man, you just have a completely different outlook and perspective on those sort of people, and you understand why these people are absolutely needed for society to function. It's been a truly humbling day. It's been a very long day. I'm tired. This isn't something that I probably want to do, but I know it's something that I have to do. And tomorrow's another day. So it's a very early morning and I'm back out on the road with the engineers, just learning the trade. And since going on this journey, embarking on this decision I made to upskill myself, to become an engineer, something kind of dawned on me. I remember a time in my life where I genuinely thought I was head honcho. I genuinely thought like I am leader of my own ship and I answer to nobody. That was my mentality. That was my mindset. And I think so many of us could probably have that sort of mentality, like especially when you come from environments that I came from, there's this ego where, you know, I am my own boss. No one can't tell me what to do. Nobody can tell me that I have to go here or I have to go there. And I just thought about the fact that I'm no different to an apprentice, you know, an 18-year-old kid that's gone to college to upskill themselves as an engineer. I'm no different to them at this point. I'm at my adult age being told by another person, give me this, do that, you know, we need to go there, you need to come here, X, Y, Z. And I think the humility that kind of gives you, realizing that you was once upon a time so far-fetched from that, is humbling truly, because it's like, you know, you can kind of get lost in this whole idea, this whole source of becoming the chief of the village because you don't want to be an Indian, you know? And that's the lesson for me in all of this.